What is up, guys? It's Jimbo here, and welcome to Cyberpunk 2077, more specifically the 2.0 update. And if you are just jumping into the game for the first time, I'm going to explain the skill system and what has changed when it comes to the skill trees. If you are unfamiliar, or you're just jumping back in and you're confused if you're a returning player, or you're just getting into Cyberpunk for the first time. So let's jump in. Okay, so this is the character screen that you will be presented with. I am currently level 11, so these will obviously be a little bit different when you start out your playthrough, because obviously you'll be a lower level, but as you go forward, the things will keep the same as you play through. Currently, right now in the game, the max level is 50. I believe they're adding 10 more to the main game, which puts you up to 60 when Phantom Liberty releases. So these 3 attributes, or 5 attributes, have been changed dramatically from the base game. All of the attributes essentially will affect different areas of gameplay in whatever style you want to go for. So, for example, body is all about physical power and tankiness. You get +2 max health per attribute point, so you'll get an extra 40 health by the time you get this all the way up to level 20. Currently, you can only get up to 20 with all the attribute points, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Reflexes, you get more crit chance per attribute point, is plus 0.5%. In technical ability, you get +2 armor per attribute point. With cool, you get a 1.25 damage, crit damage per attribute point, so this will go up considerably when you get to level 20. And then also with intelligence, you get +1 max RAM for 4 attribute points. You get an extra 5 RAM slots by the time you get to 20. So let's actually have a look at how the tree works. Now that in the 2.0 update, everything has been overhauled. I've had some time with it, and it has been completely changed. And I did do a video on this the other day talking about some of the changes, but this is how the system works now. You have 4 levels. You have Rookie, you have Pro, Phenom, and Legend. Legend is only unlocked when you get 20 attribute points within that specific tree. 15 in your is for Phenom, and then 9 is for Pro, and Rookie you only need to put 1 point in. So to give you an example of what this looks like, in my reflexes tree, I am on my way towards Phenom. Now, the main thing that you need to worry about in each of the trees is these main skill nodes. These will unlock all of the different passives that you can get as you go through the game. So, for example, in reflexes, I started out with Slippery, which is the faster you move, the more difficult it is for enemies to shoot you, and it increases dashing, dodging, sliding, sprinting, bolting. When this unlocks, you don't have to spend points to unlock these straight away. You can go into the next tree, which gives you the dash for 2 extra points, which is very, very good. And then eventually you can go into this tree and get yourself lead and steel, and then go up further and further. I'll be doing a full build guide on my early game build in another video, so stay tuned for that. But each of the trees obviously are very different. The main thing with body, it's going down specific blunt weapons and heavy weapons like shotguns, LMGs, heavy machine guns, and then also like it's to go with the adrenaline rush. Reflexes is about dodging, staying alive, and also using things such as assault rifles, SMGs, but also blades. Technical ability is down to cyberware, and also you being able to use throwables, and also tech weapons as well, but this is mainly down to the cyberware tree. Cool is to do with knives and throwable weapons, but also a lot of stealth related stuff. But then we have pistols and also revolvers, sniper rifles, that type of thing. Then intelligence is to do with the quick hacks. So as you progress through the game, the best way to describe it is you progress through the game, you get attribute points as you level up. You put the attribute points into the system to reach the necessary thresholds, and then you pick up the perks that you want, because you will sometimes get 1 perk point, sometimes you'll get 2 perk points, And then sometimes you also get 1 attribute point per level or 2 attribute points per level. It's been very, very streamlined, and it is very good, especially with the time that I've had quite recently. Another thing to note as well is skill progression. So skills in the game are just things that you will get from doing specific passive stuff. So for example, here on the headhunter tree, you can get all of these levels all the way up to level 60 with the headhunter. Headhunter is things such as defeating enemies with axes, pistols, knives, that type of thing, and then also getting headshots regardless of the weapons, and then kills with silent weapons or takedowns. And each of these has their own specific thing. So Netrunner is going to be around quick hacks and putting into access points, that type of thing. Shinobi is to do with assault rifles, SMGs, swords, katanas, mantis blades, machetes, that dodging, climbing, dashing, that type of thing. Solo is more of a the heavy style of play: shotguns, hammers, LMGs, clubs, that type of thing. Gorilla arms, which is something that you can get later on in the game. And then the engineer skill is things such as tech weapons, grenades and projectiles, overload, quick hacks, elemental damage, that type of thing. And the thing with this is as you go through, there is actually perk points that you can pick up as you play through. There is a couple in each tree. I think there's 2 in each tree. So there's an extra 5 perk points. So you can put those into your character. So if we go back to the character screen again, you will get a certain amount of perk points based off what your level is. But your perk points, you'll be able to get an additional one to put into these specific slots. So once you've unlocked these specific nodes, you can then use extra skill points to get the additional passive. So for example here, lead and steel goes into bullet deflect, which I have, and that is all because I've obviously leveled up. But if I was to spend some more time with the skill progression, I'm going to be able to get myself an additional perk point in each of these trees. So I think there's 8 or an extra 10 perk points it would be, because there's 1 per level. So definitely recommend doing these specific skills. So as you can see, guys, a lot of the skill tree has been overhauled. A lot of the skills in the game have been overhauled as well. So go and experiment. I will be doing some build videos at certain points, so stay tuned for those videos over the next couple of days. I'm really excited to get my hands back into the world of Cyberpunk, and I already have an amazing early game build that you can run off right at the start. So stay tuned for that. If this video has been helpful and informative, please leave a like on it, subscribe if you are new, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when I bring out more content. And this has been It's Jimbo, and I'll see you guys next time.